Alright, hello everybody, it's me, Clock, and we're playing A Clown's Appearance, a visual novel about dating a gender-fluid clown. What is your first pronoun? It's he. What's your second pronoun? Him. Your third pronoun is... Wow, that's cool that they let you type it yourself. You're sitting in your bedroom, eating while relaxing in bed. Yeah, sorry, Chad, it's gonna be me today. I get to date the clown, not you. Sorry. You dipped your spoon into the bowl of your favorite cereal, letting out a tiny sigh for no reason in particular. No CT Crunch, only Rice Krispies. When suddenly, there was a flash of white light. It was practically blinding. It took you a moment to regain clear vision. You blinked rapidly and rubbed your eyes with one hand, your other setting the bowl on your side table. Once you were done rubbing your eyes, you let out a tiny gasp as you saw what was currently on your living room floor. A jester? Wait, a jester? Do jesters even exist still? You thought that was just a medieval thing. I'm more worried about the ears that are clearly not a jester. They laid on your ground, shifting and groaning a tiny bit before slowly pulling themselves up. Oh, the ears go down. Gods, where did I end up this time? They mumbled to themselves, you having to turn your head to the side to hear them, your eyes still trained on them. You gaped at them, frozen in place. You were unsure who this was, and entirely unsure on what one should do in this situation. Before you could muster up the courage to say anything, the jester perked up in front of you, seemingly noticing you as well. Ah, hello. Is this your house? Super sorry. I, don't exactly get to decide the where I appear part. You just sat there, staring at him, with the same perplexed expression. Love the color scheme, by the way. The jester stared at you, one of her ears twitching, her shoulders slumped. Okay, so, one of these? That's fine, that's fine. I know how to handle this. They'd look off for a moment, putting a hand to their chin and chewing on their bottom lip. Okay, how about your five senses? Tell me what you can see in this room, feel in this room, smell. I'm not freaking out, I just need a second. Okay, let's do a save. Yeah. I'm not freaking out, I just need a second. Could you shut up? I'm fine. Do what he says. I'm not freaking out, I just need a second, bro. I'm not freaking out, I just need a second, okay? Okay, I can respect that. Cool. Just a second. Huh? One? You blinked at her, already a little exasperated. So what's your name, person whose house I've appeared in? What? Why do you need to know my name? Can't you just leave? I don't know. No, don't leave me! The jester put on a pouty face at that. Chat. I should have named this character after you, because I ain't got no riz. What the hell? Just like chat. Jester put on a pouty face at that. Just leave? Do you know how many people have asked me to just leave? I thought you'd be different. You fidgeted in your spot, nervously bringing up your blankets to your chin. Your cat's trying to steal your cheese? Let him have some. Sorry. Nacho cheese. Nice. It's fine. Just thought we could get to know each other, is all. Not many people get to see each other's rooms. It's a pretty intimate thing, you know? Well, I would have preferred to invite you. Take you out to dinner first. What is she rambling about? Intimate thing. Okay, I didn't invite you here. I think we got off on the wrong foot. I want to make it better. Here, I'll start. The clown trails over to you, leaning down slightly to both get a better look at you and extend their hand for a handshake. I'm Mauve. Mauve or Mauve? I think it's Mauve. Mauve? I'm Mauve. What? I'm Mauve. Pleasure to meet you. Shake their hand or not? I guess we'll share. We'll be nice. I would like to date a clown. That'd be nice. You pulled your hand from underneath your blanket, hesitantly reaching out to grab their hand, intending to shake it. Are you... Unfortunately for you, you were met with an alarming shock sending through said hand up in your arm, earning a loud and strangled yelp escaping from your lips. Yep. Mauve chuckled nervously, bringing his hand back and moving his hands up into a surrender motion. Sorry. I actually, genuinely forgot about that. Sorry. I should have used my other... Oh, no, there's one on that one too. Thank you. They looked between their hands in exasperation for themselves, their eyes wide. Could you stop clowning around? You whined quietly, the pulse of the shock still sending sharp pains through you. I'm sorry. What is wrong with you? No, let's be nice. It's fine. It's fine. Just please, take them off. I don't want it to happen again on accident. Mauv's ears perked up at that, their eyes slightly widening. Them cheeks, though. Yeah, put them back on when you're slapping these cheeks. Right. Good idea. On second thought, you still haven't told me your name. They gave another pound as they slid their hand buzzers off, stuffing them into their pockets. Right. My name is... It's Clock. Clock. Mauve grinned at that, clearly pleasantly surprised at you answering. Clock! That's such a nice name. I'm glad you told me. Well, you seem to be pretty insistent on it. Well, I want to be friends, silly. You raised your brows. You want to be friends? You don't even know me. Mauve tilts her head, mirroring your raised brows on her own expression. But I've seen your room. Okay, a lot of people have seen my room. That's not how this works. How is that related? I told you earlier. That's intimate. But that's more related to romance, not friendship? Mauve puts a hand on her chin, thinking it over with puffed out cheeks. I guess you're right. Oh well. Maybe eventually, right? Hey, yo. Are you interested in the Clock Cat Boy? Maybe eventually... You echoed baffled, but it very quickly cut off. Excuse me, Ghost, what is that emote? What happened to you? Why are your lips brown? Anyway, I'm sure you're wondering why I'm here, yeah? Well, let's get down to business. You stared at him for a moment, shutting your mouth and just narrowing your eyes. Maybe finally you get some answers. You answered with a lace of sarcasm in your tone. Oh, really? How could you tell? Mauve just grinned at you slyly, his ears perking and his eyes also narrowing. Lucky guess. Anyway, do you want the shorter and sweet version or the long version? I'll take the long version, I guess. Long version, please. Oh, okay, that's... What? You asked what I prefer. I'd like to know the details of why you ended up in my bedroom. What? Mauve paused for a moment, and you saw a flash of mischief in their eye, before they moved on with some snickers. You think to question it, but decided to be likely to be better off if you leave it. Alright, okay, so... Essentially, when I die, I come back. It's been like this for years. Like, centuries. Your eyes widened a fraction at the information, but something in the back of your brain kept you on guard, suspicious. You could tell by the look on Mauve's face they knew you were unsure, so they continued. Anytime I come back, I'm back to being 24 again, since that's when I, originally died. This is sounding a lot like that one movie with Zac Efron. 17 again. But he didn't have to die. 24 physically, not mentally. I'm like hundreds of years old, if not more. It's kind of hard to keep track after a point. Oh, so you're grooming me. You started to gape at him, sitting up more in your spot. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Insane, right? I can't blame you for that. And I know a stranger's word doesn't mean much, but I promise I'm telling the truth. The Jester pounced, slumping her shoulders. She chuckled nervously, continuing on in a similar manner due to your silence. So basically, I'm immortal? It's not the traditional idea of immortality, but it's easier to call it that. Technically I can die, but I always come back. Purple? I always come back? William Afton? What happened? This is quite the difference in, fursuit. From fursuit to clown suit, I see. She snickered weakly, avoiding your gaze. In a, random spot. Hence the showing up in your house uninvited bit. Still, really sorry for that. You raised your brows, dropping your arms and letting us sigh as you processed. You get why this would be hard for me to believe, right? No, I totally get it. That's why I avoid telling people unless there's a need for it. I mean, it's not particularly hard. You did magically poof into my bedroom. You could have just laughed. Mauve's jaw dropped, and he suddenly looks a lot more distressed than he was before. There you go with that leaving thing again. Come on, what am I to you? It's like our relationship means nothing to you. You take it for granted. And like a flip of a switch, they were acting, well, silly again. What relationship? You gotta take me out to dinner. Mauve turned her head down to accentuate her eyes, pouting more. I cannot believe you just said that. You groaned, putting a hand on your head. Oh. God. Okay, just let me process. You tried to move on from the current subject, shaking your head. Mauve crossed their arms, knitting their brows together and looking away with just their eyes. Immortality. You'd heard of magic before, but not that you've ever dabbled in it, but it was relatively commonplace. Oh, okay, okay, so never mind. Believing in immortality? Rough. Magic, though? Yeah, it's pretty true. But immortality, that was unheard of. You shifted in your spot uncomfortably for a moment before sliding out of bed and finally standing up. I believe you. I'll believe in anything you say at this point. I'm just here for the relationship. Okay, I believe you. Mom's ears perked up at that, a smile spreading onto their features. Really? Hells, that went better than I expected. Hold on. Hells? Oh, shit, sorry. I'm used to being in a different setting. I've got to adjust my vocabulary again. I've been on online gaming sites way too much. You cocked a brow. What? Cocked? Again? Mob's ears shot up at that, and they chuckled weakly. Yeah. I go through a lot of eras, for lack of a better word. You go through eras? What does that even mean? It's not important, but frankly, we switched from gods to god a while ago, and hells to hell. Not sure why it's taking me so long. They're clearly rambling. You just frowned and let them mumble to themselves for a moment. Okay. Right, okay, so, I'm sorry, like I said, for showing up unannounced. You sighed. It's not like it's your fault. I can't hold it against you. Mauve gives a somewhat reserved smile at that, fiddling with their hands. Thank you, really. Now, where exactly am I? You're in my house. Huh? My house? No, I mean, where am I in the world? Where is your house? Oh, you're in Sandra. Sandra, hells, that's a bit far from where I was before. You cocked your head curiously. Why am I cocking so much? I should be clocking. Where were you before? Oh, not really important. I don't linger in most areas for too long before getting sent somewhere else. Who wants to live forever? Ew? Me! Think of all the clown boys I'd get to meet, chat. Do you die that often? Mom just stares at you for a moment, their ears slightly shaking. I annoy a lot of people. Not me. To the point of murder? She gave a nervous giggle, looking away from you. You gotta know I can end up anywhere on Earth. There's a lot of not good places to end up. I've appeared at the bottom of the ocean before. Oh, your jaw went slack. That's terrifying. He nodded, scratching his cheek a bit nervously. Yeah, I don't like the ocean. Can you not swim? Can't say I blame you. God. There's a moment of silence between you two. You stand there wringing your hands and avoiding eye contact as you ponder something. Mauve was clearly nervous too. Despite not looking at him, you felt the energy he gave off. It was busy. You could hear his mind racing. It'd be objectively bad. Immortality needs to come with a weakness, like a stake to the heart to be worth it. What? Oh, like so that you can die? Nah, I want to live forever, chat, and constantly cycle through new relationships of clown boys. Hell yes. Okay. So, where are you going to? Mom's ears perked up at that, before immediately going down. Not sure. I normally struggle with this bit. I should have a little money on me. I normally come back with the stuff I had on when I first died, so... maybe I could afford a hotel. They reached into their pockets, rummaging through them and pulling out a fistful of change. Definitely not enough to get a hotel. You winced. Well, if I have his immortality, I'll just come back. I'll just come back stronger, chat. In a different location. Oh, wait. I skipped dialogue. That doesn't seem like enough. Haha, yeah, I know. I have $1.62 in here. I've died enough times to have memorized that. The planet won't? Cool. I get to go space exploring? Thanks, Daniel. They giggle and wave a hand, though it's clear in their expression they're a bit worried. Just thought I could manifest more into my pockets by saying it out loud. Oh well. You frown, furrowing your brows, eternally suffocating? You'll get used to it at some point. Gotta grow up at some point, chat. Maybe he could. Oh god, you were already saying it. There wasn't any way to stop it. Hey, maybe you could share my bed. I guess you could, stay here until you find a job and get your own place. Raises his eyebrows. Mauve lit up at that, clearly genuinely surprised. Wait, you... Just until you get on your feet. I don't want you wandering out and starving to death and then showing up at the bottom of the ocean again. I doubt it's often you end up in places where you're not immediately, like, kicked out or arrested. Throw me into the void! Same. Mauve winced at the last bit, shrinking in on themselves slightly. Wait, they had been arrested before? That... hell. You don't have to do that. Really, I promise I'd be okay. No, I've already said it. I'd be terrible if I took it back now. It wouldn't be the worst thing to have ever happened to me upon showing up someplace random. Yeah, we could be roommates. I'd still hold you in high regards even if you kicked me out now. Well, I'm not gonna do that. He pointed at him seriously and sternly, giving a weak and somewhat unsure snicker. Are you hungry? I could make you something. You just have to promise me you like cats. Mauve blinked, clearly starting to come to terms with the idea he was actually staying here. Yes. But could I take a shower? Maybe? You perked up. Why did I perk up? Sure, I'll get the guest room ready for you and make something while you shower. He paused, pondering for a moment. Hey, I'm not a pervert! I ain't pondering shit! I'm getting the shower ready for him. I could find a big shirt for you, if you need. And some shorts, I guess. She lit up at that, clearly in a more positive mood now. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Yes, please. Comfy clothes. Are Jester clothes not comfortable? No, they are. But, like, just died in them, so I need a small break, methinks. Don't peek. I'm not gonna peek, chat! Daniel! No! This is why I have to tell them, are they okay with cats, because Daniel's one of them. And they will be peeking. You snorted, putting a hand on your face. God, okay, come on, I'll show you the guest bathroom. Traveled over to the exit of your bedroom, opening the door and waiting for him to leave. He smiled a little wider, walking through happily. You were sure if he had a tail, it'd be wagging right now. He sighed amusedly and followed after him into the hall that also had the guest room and the guest bathroom attached to it. The rooms would be right across from each other. Something about that made you... nervous, excited, unsure. Excited! You found yourself to be weirdly excited for him staying here. Roommates, movie night! His presence already felt like a breath of fresh air. You'd have someone to come home to every day from work. Kiss my homies on the lips! I get to kiss someone every night, chat. Under the guise of homie kisses. Cuddles with homie. No homo. No more lonely nights of scrolling through your phone and doing chores alone. Oh, I'm already thinking of putting them to work. Oh no. There's sense in being excited about that, right? Sure. Alright, here's your room. Yeah, but you'd be floating with no control, not to mention you'd be frozen the whole time until you someday woke up millions of light years away. Two things, chat. You're forgetting I'm a clock. And secondly, no one said you immediately pop up in the void. You didn't say I couldn't prepare for the end of the world. I have immortality to prepare. Aha. Aha, big brain, chat. You didn't think about that, did you? Alright, here's your room. I'm gonna Elon Musk that shit. Femboy paradise in space. You opened the door to the guest bedroom that was never used. Why did I say femboy paradise? I don't want femboys. I want women! Of the goth variety! But just women in general, actually. And clowns. Some close- OW! Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You opened the door to the guest bedroom that was never used. It was practically perfect inside. It almost looked like a hotel room. Still remaining in the hall, you gestured to the bathroom at the end of it. And this is the bathroom you can use while you're here. Sorry it's not in your room. Mauve laughed a bit, looking somewhat amazed. Sorry, why are you apologizing? This is perfect. Better than I could have ever hoped for. Hells. He beamed at you, gratitude radiating from him. Thank you. You weren't used to receiving such praise, you smiled nervously, straightening yourself out subtly. Like I said, I'm not going to just throw you out on the streets. Just do me a favor and take care of things, alright? Don't leave a bunch of stuff out and take care of your own laundry and dishes, and we'll be good. They did a playful mock salute, smiling widely. You've got it, boss. Nice. Someone calls me boss. You rolled your eyes playfully. I'll grab you some clothes. You can go ahead and turn the water on to a temperature you like. Bro's already a goon. Bro's my goon. The clown's a goon, chat. Okie dokie. Thank you, Clock. He shot you a smile before heading off into the bathroom, pretty quickly fiddling with the handles of the shower. You let out a very tiny sigh as you walked back into your room, making a beeline for your closet to find an oversized t-shirt for the clown. Once you grabbed it, you headed over to your dresser to find some shorts. While you rummaged through the drawer, your mind can't help but wonder, did you really invite a Jester to live here? It was so out of character of you. But you couldn't just leave her on the streets. You wouldn't be able to live with yourself. You sighed, dragging your hand down your face weakly as you came back into the hall to peek into the bathroom. Mauve was holding their hand in the water, smiling to themselves cheerily. They hadn't noticed you quite yet. You took a moment to just study them, chewing your bottom lip. Apparently you watched them for a bit too long because they noticed you and gave a wider grin. I'm a fucking creep, chat. Oh no. Hey, Clock, your shower is really nice. I haven't seen one like it before. You flushed slightly, giving a weak chuckle and tilting your head, trying to pretend you weren't just standing there analyzing them. Is it? Tilted your head. Seems like a normal shower to me. What are you guys talking? Are you guys seriously talking about the end of the world? Why? You've got perfectly good Clussy in front of you, and all you can think about is the end of the world, chat. What are you doing with yourselves? This is why you don't get Clussy. Well, maybe I just have low standards. They flashed another grin at you, their eyes squinting slightly. You furrowed your brows. Was that a dig at you? It was hard to tell. Surely not. You just invited them to your home. They wouldn't outright be rude. Uh-huh. Maybe. Anyway, here's your clothes. You took a step in, extending your arms out toward them for them to take said clothes. They lit up, ears perking as they took them hastily. Thank you. Ooh, these are so soft. What is this, 100% cotton? You arched a brow, snickering weakly. I have genuinely no idea. Should say on the back if you're that curious. I'm glad you like them, though. We can, go shopping for more clothes tomorrow. You can't exactly wander around in Jester clothes forever. Why not? I want to be all whimsical and catch people's attention. You shook your head, sighing with a lace amusement. Bro's gonna be a walking cosplayer. I'm sure you'll be doing that without the outfit, regardless, Mauve. Mauve gave a tiny pout, tilting their head. I guess. Here's to hoping I find a Jester job so I can be a clown 24/7. Buddy, you already are the biggest clown I know. He snickered. You are already a clown 24/7. I'm gonna pretend like I didn't hear that. Don't worry, man. I'll get you a job. I'll get you a job. Children's parties, clown for hire. They grinned, snickering to themselves. But for the record, if I did hear that, I'd take it as a compliment, even though you didn't mean it as one. You smirked lazily, narrowing your eyes in a playful way. Right, well, any requests for dinner? Mauve's eyes widened, and they subconsciously licked their lips. They were likely pretty hungry by now. Ooh, gods, so many choices. Not really. I work in customer service. Mauve barked out a laugh, like he'd just heard a really funny joke. Okay, sandwiches. Okay, come on. I make more money than that. I can actually cook something. Hey, this isn't my fault. You didn't give me options. I have no idea what's in your fridge/cupboards. Fair enough. How about burgers? Those are sandwiches. Shut up! Burgers aren't sandwiches, chat. They're burgers. And it better be a cheeseburger, because who the hell's eating hamburgers in this day and age? They can be a Twitch streamer, true. No, that's my job, chat. It's my hobby, I should say. Mom shook their hands around a little, clearly excited at the prospect. Yes, I haven't had a burger in like forever. With cheese? Yeah, let's go! Mauve is based. He's so based, chat. You rolled your eyes playfully. Yes, with cheese. Yeah, yay, thank you. Uh-huh. They'll probably be done by the time you get out, unless you take really short showers. The Jester gave a knowing look. How long do you shower for? Like 10 minutes max, right? Take a bath if you want anything longer, right? Jester gave a knowing look, snickering as if they were in on some inside joke with themselves. Oh. Please do not jork it in my shower. Please do not jork it in my shower. And by it, I mean your peanuts. Oh, they'll definitely be done by the time I'm out. You chuckled, stepping out of the bathroom and placing a hand on the doorknob to start shutting it. Alright, have fun then. She nodded cheerily, setting the clothes on the counter. Mm-hmm. You almost had the door shut, and then they started talking again. Oh. You opened it slightly, raising a brow. Could I have a milkshake? You stared at them for a moment, shaking your head. Don't push it. You closed the door promptly, the sound of their boisterous laughter over the running water echoing off the bathroom walls. Oh. I mean, I would make them a milkshake. I would make one for myself. I love milkshakes. You could not believe yourself. While the patties were cooking, you wanted something to do. So you took the potatoes you had peeled prior and cut them up, dropping them in frying oil. Okay. Alright, so while burgers were cooking, I managed to make French fries. My homemade French... No. Burger's gonna cook a lot faster than it takes to prepare homemade French fries. Shut the hell up. But then you needed something to do while you're waiting for the fries to fry. We're not even blanching them. We're just straight fryer to plate. So, you actually got a blender out, some milk, ice cream, and everything you needed to make a milkshake. And prepared the Jester a milkshake. Nice! And yourself, obviously. This wasn't just for him, he tried to justify. Strawberry milkshake based! That's one of my faves. The actual best milkshake I've had in a while, chat? Creamsicle shake. Holy fucking shit. You ever have a creamsicle milkshake? That is probably one of the worst things for you alive, but it's amazing. It's like an orgasmic drink. Plated everything and decorated the milkshakes with whipped cream and syrup before you'd even gotten out, setting the table promptly. You blamed your barista job for your workaholism. It was truly going to be the death of you. Yeah, I know that feeling. Just 5 minutes had passed after you set everything up when the Jester stepped out of the bathroom. Cute. Oh, I wish I had purple plaid pants like that. What the hell? He must have dried off in there, but he was still damp, likely due to the steam and heat currently rushing out of the bathroom. He had a towel in one hand, drying off the ends of his hair as he opened his door to toss the Jester clothes in his other hand onto his bed. He then trailed over the table, seemingly just noticing everything on the table. He gaped at you, looking between you and the food as he approached. Please stop using the word gaped. I don't like it, because all I can think of is gaping. I'm not a pervert, chat, but that's not what I want to think of right now. You made all of this? For me? You flushed. Something about the way he was looking at you made you feel a little self-conscious. It's been too long since you've had one? Bro, every time I go to a burger place, like, I probably go to a burger place once every 2 weeks. At least once every 2 weeks, a burger place. Always get a milkshake. Like, 50% chance, milkshake time. Well, it's not all for you. You pulled your plate forward to yourself. You'd already taken a couple bites of your food. This one's mine. Mauve giggled, putting a hand over her mouth. You spoiled me, you know. Don't stare at me, ghost. I'm not crazy. I made one dinner, Mauve. A delicious dinner? Are you crazy? I mean, blanching French fries from scratch? Homemade burgers? Homemade milkshake? That is a bit much, okay? If you know anything about cooking, that's a good bit of, that's at least an hour's work. At least an hour's work, okay? A little delulu for milkshake. Yeah, I jerked one. No, I would never do that to a stranger, chat. To a stranger. He grinned wildly at you, taking a seat across from you. And a milkshake? This almost feels like a confession. It's a little early to be confessing, don't you think? I just moved in. I love you. Some more heat rushed to your cheeks and you scoffed. That is not what this is. Oh, and you got me cheese on mine. Okay, that's a given. He paused, blinking at his burger for a moment before slowly looking back up at him. That's like the least notable thing here. Bro was in Germany. Where they're still stuck eating goddamn hamburgers like savages. Nuh-uh. Shows me you stick true to your word. It's very important. He then paused for a moment. Actually, maybe not, because you made me a milkshake after implying you wouldn't, so, You stared at him, a tiny smile spreading across your features. Yeah, I did. You're insane. Mom's mouth shaped into the form of an O as they looked to you. So? All the best people are. What? She grinned at you, narrowing her eyes playfully. Also, I'm a clown. You really should have expected that. Daniel? What did you just say in my chat? What did you just say? Also, an immortal clown, so you really should have expected that. You should dry off. Daniel, get a towel, you freak. Yeah, I really should have. You shook your head with a tiny, somewhat amused sigh. Just eat your food. They did a mock salute. Will do! You didn't have to ask twice, they were already digging into their dinner. They almost seemed starving. You smirked lightheartedly at her, placing your cheek in your hand. So, what exactly is it you do in the shower that justifies wasting my hot water for an hour? I knew it! Mauve took a bite of a fry, chewing and swallowing before answering. Wouldn't you like to know? What were you doing in my shower? That's what I told you. We had the time to make homemade burgers, french fries, and a milkshake? That's at least an hour, okay? That's at least an hour they were in the shower. That's why I asked. What did you do in my shower? Mauve giggled, shaking their head. I don't know. I get distracted. She be jorking it, chat. The clown be jorking it. And by it, I mean their clussy. I mean what? Distracted by what? The white walls? No, just, like, my thoughts. She was still smiling, but you could have sworn it had gotten ever so slightly smaller. Don't stare! That's rude, chat. Okay, wait, save? It's been a while since we saved. You didn't understand long showers? You could relate to that. Do I say the truth? Or do I pick the gooner answer, chat? I don't take long showers, chat. I take a bath. If I want a long shower, I would just take a bath. But this is the gooner answer. You relate to that? You're a gooner. Chat, how many of you relate to long showers? Because I know you be gooners. I know you be gooning. Gooner answer. Ew, but baths are gross. Just take a shower before the bath, you sicko. Bro, I'm sorry to tell you this, but if your parents didn't teach you how to bathe, that's kind of gross. It's not hard. Just take your shower, soap up in there, and relax in the bath. And you're good. It's not gross. Okay? You gotta shower before your bath, okay? Seriously, you get to take a little rinse, man. If you're really worried about it. I mean, most people aren't that dirty. You wear clothes, you're not that dirty. Goon, hashtag goon. You could relate to that. Fine, I'll pick chat's answer. Yeah, I guess that's fair. I can take pretty long showers too sometimes. No, I can't. No, I don't. Her grin widened to that once more, her eyes going to the sides, smugly. I'll definitely be taking long showers after moving in with you. Oh, so you were about to give me shit for wasting your hot water when you do the same thing. Your mouth fell open. I was just messing with you. I get it. It's nice and warm in there. It gives me time to decompress after work. Just the day in general. You know, scientists say people who take long, warm showers are actually super touch-starved. What the hell? Okay. Wait, you're gonna say next that I hug my body pillow and that means I'm super touch-starved too? Okay. Leave me alone. Okay, that's not what this is. Also, you called yourself out. He pouted, pointing at him and eating a few fries. Mauve just continued, though. Something about the warmth simulating the human body heat? Ring any bells for you? No, okay, actually, if we're going by that logic, wouldn't that apply to you, too? What? You I'm not a bottom! They're the bottom. They just admitted to being the bottom. Mauve nodded nonchalantly, as relaxed as ever as they took a sip of their shake. But Whoa, this shake is really good. Did you make this from scratch, Clock? Well, not from scratch, but wait, hold on. Are we just moving on from that? Moving on from what? They cocked their head innocently, straw in mouth. From okay, fine, whatever. Mauve just stared at you for a moment before snickering to themselves. The milkshake is made from scratch. Yeah, I just milked Daniel for it today. You're so weird, Clock. What? Really? I'm the weird one? Mm-hmm, that's what I said. They gave you a sly grin, swirling their finger around on the table. You just scoffed lightheartedly. God, you're impossible. Nuh-uh, I'm very possible. Look at me, I'm right in front of you. You rolled your eyes. Just eat your food. I am, currently, right now. They talked while shoving food into their mouth. You scrunched up your nose and tilted your head. Could you do it in a nicer way? In a nicer way? Like, ask really nicely if I can eat before I do? That seems a little unnecessary, don't you think? You opened your mouth to talk, but were quickly cut off. Hello, Mr. Fry, boy. You look Mr. Fry? Boy, you look mighty delicious. Is there any chance you would allow me to devour you? Mauve. You would? Why, that's so kind of you, Mr. Fry. I would love to. Are you okay? Like, actually, is everything okay up there? Mauve giggled like it was the funniest thing in the world. They then shook their head. No. What? You know, this food is delectable. Have you ever considered becoming a chef? You've got a way with food. Then you would hate cooking it, so... You stared at him for a moment, tapping your fingers on the table and letting out a tiny sigh. Sometimes, things should stay as a hobby, chat. Cooking, I think, is one of them, if you actually love cooking. You have to really, really love cooking to make it your turn from a hobby to to your job, and then still enjoy it after. Well, I work as a barista, so... A barista? You flinched and out loudly and exclaimed that sentence. Yes, why? Ooh, oh, Clock. I want to work as a barista. Could you put in a referral for me? Get me hired. I need a job so desperately. You raised a brow. Didn't you say you wanted to work as a jester? Yeah, but that's so unrealistic. I'd probably have to be a part of a traveling circus, and I don't want to leave you. Actually, wouldn't that be perfect? You get room, board, and a consistent job. Mauve stopped and just stared at you for a moment. But what are the chances of that? I at least need a job to tide me over until that comes around. I guess that's true. Mauve clapped her cheeks together, grinning widely. Great, then it's settled. I'll work for you in your cafe. Okay, look, I don't know if they're actually hiring, alright? I'll have to feel around and see. What am I feeling around for? What? What? Why don't I talk to them? Why am I feeling up my boss? Hey, boss, I need a favor. Performs cups his balls? I don't have work tomorrow anyway. We'll be heading to the mall to get you some clothes. HR? Why do I have to cup HR's balls? Why? My boss should be enough, okay, chat? Ooh, a mall? Sounds fun. I haven't been to a mall in forever. Yeah, well, isn't that typically a place where teenagers hang out? I haven't known any adults to go to malls still. What the fuck? Why are you calling me out? I'm 26 years old. Of course I go to... What? Cup boss balls to assert dominance? Okay, at least somebody knows what I'm talking about. Well, that's kind of embarrassing for you. Shut up! You blew air out of your cheeks, trying to calm yourself. You started slowly, willing him not to interrupt you in your mind. Mauve. I'm just kidding. Malls are fun. I don't blame you for wanting to go. They have cool stores with merch for things. The food court, desserts. Oh, can we get some sort of dessert? Hell yes, we can. There's a really good local donut shop at my mall, chat. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I don't go to the mall often, but when I go, I make it a point to get a goddamn milkshake, or not milkshake, a smoothie. You get these well, in Canada we got smoothies called Booster Juice. They're really fucking good. So we got a smoothie and a fresh donut, dude. It's so good. I'd be standing in front of the counter, the cashier lady, and I'd be like, donut. You're drinking a milkshake right now. Our local mall removed the food court and put a gym in its place? Wow, they really just said our city be too fucking fat. Need to get rid of Your city straight up said too many fatties. This'll give him a hint. Oh no. No. No hate, no hate, no hate. That actually sucks balls, and it's horrible, and I hate that sort of stuff. Side note, little side rant. Countries need to stop removing places for people to hang out for free in. Malls were like teenagers' last spots to hang out at for free. Like, I would go with my friends sometimes when I was a teenager to the mall, and we'd just hang out at the food court, you know? Check out some check out some shops, get some food at the food court, or get a drink or something, and just hang out at the food court, you know? What are you gonna do at the fucking gym, bro? You're gonna be a gym bro. And they suck ass. Because all gym bros talk about is the fucking gym. Ugh. Sorry. Mauve blinked between the shake and you, pout forming on their expression. Sorry, a little bit of a passionate rant from Clock. But this counts as my milkshake for today. I probably wouldn't have had one by the time we get to the mall tomorrow. He sighed, putting your cheek in your hand. You've got a sweet tooth, don't you? Probably not a good idea to have a milkshake every day, too. How'd you know? Their eyes practically sparkled at you, their eyes squinting from how wide they were smiling. Oh, just lucky guess. You shook your head, unable to stop yourself from smiling slightly. His demeanor was almost infectious. He really kept the air light. You thought you wouldn't mind having him around, minus the interruptions and minor insanity. After a small pause, filled with just the Jester's giggles as he ate his food, you spoke again. Fine. We'll get a dessert tomorrow. Mauve looked flabbergasted for a moment before it quickly shifted into a large smile once more, his ears shaking from excitement. Lamau, I almost choked on my boba. Excuse me, you choked on balls? Excuse me? Ghost, are you okay? You choked on D's nuts? Oh, Clock, you're the best! I reiterate, you spoil me. He pointed at him sternly. Once you get a job, it's gonna start coming out of your paycheck, you know. Oh, I know. I'll even pay you back for whatever we get tomorrow. He raised a brow. Even for the clothes? Mauve gave a weak chuckle, rubbing the back of his neck. Maybe just the dessert. You couldn't help to chuckle at that, too, dragging a hand down your face. Yeah, that checks out. When you and Mauve had finished eating, the Jester insisted on doing the dishes by himself as a thank you, along with the dishes you had let pile up in the sink before he had even gotten here. Needless to say, he was giving you shit the whole entire time. Is there food on this one? Clock, you really gotta get a hold of yourself. What do you mean? You knew for a fact there wasn't any food on the dishes in there. You always scraped plates off thoroughly before placing it in the sink. Yeah, Scraxium is ruined. I just always call them Scraxium here because they haven't changed their name. I find it so funny the way you voice Mauve. I'm trying to give it like the femboy voice, like the kind of feminine and like, I don't know how to, like a male / feminine voice. This like, hey guys, like kind of a younger voice too. A little raspy, I guess. I don't know. I could do like, hey guys, like a little bit more high pitched, but I think that's too like feminine. He's pulling your leg, which was something you somehow had already gotten used to. There's no food on any of those dishes, Mauve. Besides, maybe yours. Or are you asking how I say the name? I just say Mauve. I have a friend who goes by Malva, so I go by like Mauve. So I'm just saying Malva. Or Mauve. Clock, you can just shut the hell up! I'm using my regular voice for me. Let me voice my characters, chat. Let me voice these characters. That's how I have fun. Mauve paused, puffing out his cheeks and furrowing his brows for a moment before giggling weakly. Oh yeah, it's mine. You actually facepalmed. Of course it'd be a Jester to make you actually facepalm. God, of course it is. Well, okay, don't look at me like that. Everyone makes mistakes. I just make them a little more than most people. Stop, no, femboy. Have a good one, poison palate. He then mumbled something incoherent as he went back to cleaning. What was that? I have ADHD. I forget things. This isn't my fault. You said it louder, pointing at you and pouting intensely. Bottom. You snorted, shaking your head. I don't know how to snort. I don't know how to snort cocaine. Yeah, fair enough. And autism. Be nice to me. How is the autism bit related? Because I struggle with object permanence? Isn't that ADHD? It can be both. You chuckled, shaking your head. Truth be told. Oh, I mean, I do forget things easily. You just say bottom to someone pouting? You're gonna have to rewatch the VOD on that one, buddy. You were both autistic and ADHD. Okay, unfortunately, I don't have any of these. I'm just plain stupid and forgetful, so you couldn't relate to either. I, actually don't have either, but... Mauve tilted their head as they looked back to you, their hands still scrubbing at the dishes in their hands. If you need any sort of accommodations, I guess, please let me know. Wow, Clock, you kind of sounded like a teacher there. He snorted, shaking his head. Kidding, that's way nicer than any teacher has ever been to me. Oh, that's kind of sad. Her face shifted in something more genuine, smiling at you softly. Thank you. Seriously, I'll let you know. You smiled a little at that, shifting in your chair. It's the least I can do. Well, I'm almost done at least. You yawned. Good, because I'm getting tired. Mauve snickered a bit at that. You know, you don't have to monitor me doing this, alright? I can find my way to my room and go to sleep after I'm done. Why do the curtains look like that? It looks like we had, like, some hot sweat dropping on there. Maybe we did something intense after the burger sesh. You raised a brow, placing your cheek in your hand. I'm just keeping an eye on you. Mauve pouted, feigning a look of hurt. Oh, what? You don't trust me? I'm so offended. How hard is washing dishes? I mean, not very, but you're a Jester. I'm worried you might start spinning them on sticks. He actually giggled a little in response to the accusation, putting a hand over his mouth. I hadn't thought about it before, but... You pointed at him sternly, narrowing your eyes. No. Do not use my dishes for circus acts. New house rule. Mauve whined. But I want to. It'd be so much fun, and you'd be getting free entertainment. More like getting a free heart attack. The rule's final. No dish spinning. She groaned dramatically, throwing her head back. Fine. In the meantime, I'll find some other jestery things I can do. Then, when I have a job, I'll buy my own dishes to spin. As long as you clean up the broken pieces when they inevitably fall, that's fine by me. They wouldn't fall, Clock. You snorted, standing up from your seat. I'm kidding. I'm sure you have very good spinning abilities. I just don't want to test that on my dishes. Okay, I guess that's fair. She finished up the dishes quickly after, setting them all aside to dry before just beaming at you. So, she clapped, tilting her head. Is it Betty Bye time? Well, it's Betty Bye time for me. You don't seem too tired, though. They snickered. That's because I'm not. Why was Mauve so cute? How dare? Why are you only interested in them after they said they were ADHD and autistic? Rune raised his eyebrow. That's because I'm not. Well, there's a TV in your room if you want to go mess with that. It's just been kind of sitting there. Ooh, I will definitely be messing with that. Thank you. You glanced at the clock on the oven. It was 10 p.m. Clock reference. Try to fall asleep at a reasonable time, alright? The mall opens at 10 a.m., and I really don't want to have to drag you out of bed. I'm just bugging Rune. You never express interest in anyone. But I just thought it was funny you mentioned it after that. That's funny. I completely understand. I would never make you do that in a million years. They pointed at you seriously, a wide grin on their face as the two of you trailed over the bedroom hallway. Although I feel like they would make a great queer platonic partner. I'm holding you to that then. As long as you don't mind constant pranks, instead of constant sex. Mauve giggled as they opened their door partially, standing in front of it. I never break my promises, silly. You have nothing to worry about. To be fair, you didn't outright promise. Mauve paused, humming to themselves in realization. True. Woo! You keep me on my toes, Clock. You shook your head weakly, too tired to even make a comment. Okay then. He placed a hand on his chest where his heart is. I promise you won't have to drag me out of bed in the morning. You stared at him for a moment, trying to gauge if that was the truth. Good. You still weren't sure, but you figured you'd give him the benefit of the doubt. Mauve giggled as they dropped their hand, pleased with themselves. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow if I don't die in my sleep. You gave him an odd look. Excuse me? Are you... Okay, don't make jokes about that? Mauve gave a somewhat meek smile. Sorry. Has that happened before? Well, have a good night, Clock. Okay, I'll save. I don't know if this matters, but, this is just a demo, I believe, too, by the way. Have a good night, Mauve. Mauve or Mauve? I still think it's Mauve. Have a good night, Mauve. Mauve smiled at you. Their ears perked up. We'll have loads of fun tomorrow, okay? Promise. You found yourself snickering weakly. If you say so. I'll see you then, okay? Okay. Good night, Clock. They gave a sporadic wave as they slipped into their room, shutting the door behind them. Bottom. You sighed amusedly as you repeated yourself. Good night, Mauve. You turned to step into your own room, shutting and locking the door behind you with a tiny stretch. As you got ready for bed in your bathroom, brushing your teeth and changing into pajamas, you wondered to yourself for what felt like the billionth time today. Was this a good idea? Yes. You thought so. You got along already. For now, you just have to see how it goes in the long run. When he got a job, moved out on his own, with how the economy was, you weren't sure how long it'd take. Truthfully, you were a bit worried. But some part of you knew it was going to be fine. I mean, if I'm paying for a house as a barista, I mean, I'm sure he can pay for a house as a barista, right? Maybe I bought this place before 2009. You have reached the end of the demo. If you'd like to support the project and or the creator, feel free to head over to the coffee page per pup. Thank you so much for playing, Hearts. I will leave a link to the game page, by the way. Not in this economy. Definitely not in this economy. Okay, we're gonna load up and get some warnings. I really like Mauve. I think it's Mauve. I thought it was really cool too. I love the color palette, the design. I do like that we changed them out of the Jester outfit, more realistic in my opinion. I don't know how many endings there are. This is just the prologue, by the way. So yeah, it is a demo. Let's go see what some other options are. I wonder if I can kick them out. Squeak, squeak. Those are good. Could you shut up? I'm fine. Could you shut up? I'm fine. Now let's be mean to him. Sorry, sometimes I get a little ahead of myself. Chat, think of this. Think of it this way. We get to see all of her cute, sad faces, okay? How about that? Why did I get an ad about a monkey movie where they evolved to talk and ride horses? What the hell? Don't make fun of Planet of the Apes. Planet of the Apes are great. Do not hurt the Jester. You're about to see some pain on this Jester's face. Pinched the bridge of your nose, letting out a sigh. They shook it off, snickering a bit to themselves and moving on as best they could. Okay, shake their hand? Decline the handshake. No, sorry. Shook your head weakly, putting your hands up and waving them slightly. Could have sworn you saw the slightest flash of hurt cross their face, but you tried to ignore it as they retracted their hand. Germaphobe. No worries, I totally get it. You never would know what could be lingering on someone's hands. Sure, let's go with that. So, what's your name? You never ended up saying. Right, my name is Clock. Okay, we're gonna keep skipping. Short and sweet. I guess the short version? I don't really need all the specifics. Mauve giggled a bit at that, but it sounded significantly less sincere than her other laughs. Good choice. Okay, so basically, I'm immortal. You blinked at him, disbelief coming over your features. He was lying, right? He had to be. He's a Jester, for God's sake. I made the mistake of shaking one of my client's hands, and it was wet, wasn't it? Blech. Must have seen the suspicious look on your face because he waved his hands, continuing on. But before you say anything, let me finish. Crossed your arms, narrowing your eyes silently at the elf. Okay, so, basically, anytime I die, I come back. It's not the traditional... Okay, this is the same? Yeah, it's the same. I don't believe you. Okay, no. This isn't real. I don't believe you. Mauve's expression dropped, and they gave a sigh as they nodded, almost like they were expecting this. I mean, come on. Seriously? This has to be a prank, and not a very funny one. Who teleported you here? It's really not okay to invade someone's privacy like this. What if I had been sleeping? Or naked? Or sleeping naked? Or just walking around my house naked? Mauve pauses for a moment, opening their mouth to say something before you cut them off. Okay, I'm not some kind of freak. I'm like never naked in my house. At my house, I literally shower with swim trunks on. Okay, never naked. Just get out, okay? Get out. You're not my problem. I don't want you here. Oh my God, this is so harsh. Their face fell once more at the harshness of your tone. They shut their mouth, looking away in a mix of shame and humiliation. You almost felt bad, but then you thought about the humiliation you might have felt had this stranger showed up at the wrong time. And that guilt faded away. They trailed off, licking their lips and wetting them. What? I'm sorry to have bothered you. This wasn't a prank, but I can't convince you, so I'll leave. Mauve gave a weak smile, though it didn't reach their eyes as they turned to exit your room. You stared after them hard, wondering if you had made the right decision on your belief. Maybe they were telling the truth. No, you can't overthink it. It was best for them to go. You wanted to follow them and make sure they didn't steal anything or linger for too long, but you were a little scared too. After about 30 seconds, you heard your front door open. After a couple more, you heard it shut closed with a click. Your body relaxed and you let out a sigh of relief. Why didn't I follow them out? Bad end. Lack of belief. I'm not a believer. But Chad, I'm a believer. I don't know why I did it. I'm a germaphobe and I don't like handshaking. Damn. So does that mean if we ever meet, Ghost, I can't shake your hand? Damn. I'll put on like a doctor outfit, okay? I'll put on the hazmat suit, okay? And I'll shake your hand. Bowing? I guess you can bow before me. It's kind of embarrassing, honestly. In public, like, that's kind of embarrassing. Not gonna lie. Squeak! Okay, let's load up one more time. No, you bow! No. Disagree. No. But I want to meet my mods. One day. Maybe we'll all meet up at a TwitchCon one day. That'd be kind of cool. I believe you, I guess. Okay, I'm unsure. You weren't sure how you felt about him staying here. You weren't even sure this entire thing was real, frankly. Hopefully you get a job soon and save enough to leave. Why did I agree to him staying? And hopefully while he was here, you two would be amicable. Seemed that way so far. It's just like a casual, like, kind of like a showing of trust, right? That's what a handshake is, like a showing of trust. A greeting, if you will. A greeting of trust. I don't know. When I do handshakes with my homies, we always do the little blow-up hand thing. I'll go, poof. Just had to see how it would go. Okay, let's keep skipping. And that's just badass. A lot of people don't wash their hands. True. That's kind of gross, I guess. But I don't know. Probably shouldn't be touching your face either way, though. So. Could relate to that. You didn't understand long showers. Yeah, I can't understand long showers, you goddamn gooner. I don't know. I just don't get it. Mauve raised a brow at you. You don't get it? Yeah, I don't goon. I don't need to goon in the shower. Yeah, I mean, feels like a waste of time. I get in, do everything I need to, and get out. If he had said bath, if she had said bath, that would have been way more understandable. Mauve sighed dramatically. Boring. Where's your sense of wonder, Clock? I really haven't taken a shower that's longer than like 15 minutes since I was like a teenage boy. For reasons. My sense of wonder. How is that even related? I'm not Mario. I'm not hopping down the pipes. You don't imagine scenarios and get distracted in the shower? Why do you even get in to begin with? No, we do that in front of the mirror. You stared at him for a moment. What reasons? You don't need to know, Daniel. But you probably already know. So, if we meet, Clock, I'm looking everywhere else but at you. What do you mean you're looking everywhere else but at me? What the hell? I don't like eye contact when it's, like, close. Like, when we're, like, close up. But I can make eye contact when it's, like, a little bit of distance. Like, if we're standing apart a little bit. But I don't know anyone who, like, straight up enjoys just staring at each other for longer than, like, 5 seconds. Like, that's just creepy. Nah, let's look at other shit. Let's, like, turn on a TV. Let's watch, like, I don't know. I don't want to look at someone, like, in the eyes, like, if they're sitting right in front of me. I look at their forehead half the time. It's just awkward. Don't blink to assert dominance? I always feel like I blink too much. This is weird, chat. Okay, no, it's... I think everyone here might be a bit autistic. I don't think that's how that works. One common trait is not how that works. To get clean. Oh! My ears! Why? Incorrect buzzer sound effect. How did you even make that? What? Mauve grinned widely, taking a sip of their milkshake happily. Whoa, this shake is really good. Did you make this from scratch, Clock? Okay, well, that was rude. Don't ever buzzer at me. Yeah, I'm both autistic and have ADHD. We're ruined today. I actually have both too, so I get the struggle. Mauve perked up with intense excitement, and turning around promptly with the sink still going behind him. I swear if he had a talent, it'd be wagging. Really? Oh, I haven't met anyone with both in so long, and I'm gonna be living with you. I only have the tism. Are you sure about that? No, I'm kidding. That could be either really bad or really good. I'm going with the latter. He chuckled a little nervously. I'm hoping for the latter. Well, I'm almost done at least. You yawned. Good, because I'm getting tired. Okay, skip. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow, Mauve. Mauve fiddled with his hands a bit, his smile turning into a closed-mouthed one. I didn't say goodnight, and they got sad. Oh, that's so cute. What the hell? That's sad and cute. He opened the door to his room, slipping into it quietly, even for him. Okay, can I just skip? What was that? Was this a good idea? No. You're honestly a bit concerned that this might have been a bad move on your end. It's objectively rash, letting the stranger in your home long-term with no real game plan. You're almost angry at yourself for putting yourself in this situation, but you tried not to worry too much about that. You figured you'd test the waters for a few days. If it wasn't working out, then you'd find some place for him to go. You're sure there are other options. You just have to understand. Okay, and that's the end of the demo. Again. So, okay, that was a clown's appearance, the demo. Sorry, I didn't mean to add on to your symptoms. Rune. I just meant in general. You know what I meant, man. You know what I meant, I think, hopefully. I'm sorry if I offend anyone. I don't mean it that way. That was fun. I liked it. And I do like the representation. I think Rune is one of the people that noticed it too and probably enjoyed it a lot. I think stuff like that's really cool. Stop being... I will try. I will try. Please don't beat me up. Unless you're a woman. Yeah, I like it when games have stuff like this. This it's been a while since I played a game like that with a character so unique. Stop staring, chat. Yeah, it's really sweet and cute. Kind of wish they'd lean into the Jester bit more. Instead, it just kind of feels like that's just the plot device to get them into your house and a good icebreaker. It doesn't really feel like at this point that you could probably like replace this with like anything, like any other like kind of thing, you know? And then they could just be like a fun character, like a jokey kind of character without being a Jester. So aside from the design of the character, it just seems kind of like extra right now. I hope they do manage to spin it more as the story goes further. Like you can see the plot leaning into that, so that'll be exciting to see. For now, it just feels like it was a reason to draw them, you know? Like that, and I mean, even the teleporting thing doesn't really have to do with being a Jester, so. But it's cool, I like it, it's interesting. The diversity is cool, too, to see. It reminds me of, Spadil. I played a game called Spadil, and it was about an asexual character. Two asexual characters, I guess you could say. A romantic asexual, and that was also really nice to play. It's very rare I see characters like that in games. So this one, I can't even remember the last time I played I played a game where the character I'm trying to romance is ADHD and autistic. That's pretty great that they put that in, and obviously I think personally it wasn't offensive at all. The portrayal is really good. It was really good. They're just a normal person, which is how it is. So, anyways, yeah, it's really hard to come by, and I get it. At the same time, I would prefer people try to stick to what they know to write. It causes less confusion and problems, you know? I obviously learn what you can, but at the same time, if you don't know anyone and you don't really have any experience yourself, then you should probably stay away from those kind of topics, lest you be offensive. I think that's like an unfortunate truth, but this was really done well, and I liked it. I like the character design a lot too. The music's nice, and the story so far is interesting. I don't know if you'll be able to actually date the clown. It seems like it's hinting at you'll be able to date the clown. She's pretty great. Gender fluid is also a nice bonus. I didn't mention that too. I think they had a good balance of swapping between them. Sorry if I focused on him too much. I tend to do that. But she's great. Okay, she's a cute little Jester with their big ol' autism eyes. Silly little Jester. Apparently the backgrounds are going to be changed later on, but that's cool. I will definitely be following this game. Definitely be following the developer. We'll definitely be playing more of it as it goes. Anyways, YouTube, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. That was a clown's appearance. A Jester's appearance. No, what was it? Oh my god. A Clown's Appearance by Purpup. So, I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to download it yourself and check it out. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, it's painted the same as the same color scheme. Yeah, it was cool. It was cute. I also just noticed is that a wheel on their shoe? I really hope she has wheelies. I really hope she's a clown on wheelies. That's hilarious. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you want to see more, and subscribe to make sure to catch me playing the next part or update of the game, because we would definitely play it, okay? Anyways, thanks. I'll see you next time. Peace. My name's Clock, if you forgot. Oh, art contest. I should be mentioning this in every video. Art contest going on until August 18th on my Discord. We'll be streaming the video on August 18th. That'll be the end of the contest, so submit by then. Join the Discord. Give it to one of my moderators. Probably Ginger Heathen is the best. Send your art over to them. It's Clock Isekai, so draw Clock in any video game you want. Not anything I've ever played, okay, YouTube? Thanks. I'm pretty excited for it. A lot of people have been excited for the art contest, and it'll be fun. So join in, and we'll show off your art. Anyways, thanks. Oh, and anybody is welcome to join from any skill level. Don't worry about it. It's not super serious. It's not some... Don't be afraid. Lots of people join up, and it's always great fun. And, you know, I literally had in the last art contest like a stick figure drawn, and we still loved it, and it was hilarious. So, just join, okay? It's nothing too serious, okay? Balls. As Chad is saying, balls. Balls, YouTube. See you next time. Peace.